Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Let's get the humping! What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Junkee Live on May 25th, Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Huh? Alright, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up, do all that stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have that notification bell on. If you become a member, do so. We're going to do a members post-show stream right after the show today, of course. And then, of course, we got the Patreon right there. If you want to join that, help out the pirate ship, do all that. And, of course, we got merchandise down below where you can get, like, you know, shirts like this. Like this. That's right. I shouldn't rub myself like that. It's weird. Right? All right, guys. What is happening? We got Eric right here. That's right. Subscribe. Do all that stuff. All right. We got Niner Fan right there. What's going on, buddy? We got Jason. Good to see ya. All right. We got Selena Kyle also here. Yep. What's going on, buddy? I know you got to see Top Gun. Lucky son of a bee. We got the BT right there. What's going on, Jose? Yeah, it's a hump day. That's right. Ending up the week right here, the Film Junkee Live week. Going pretty good. Not too bad, I would say. You know, it's just getting hot. Starting to get hot in fucking Southern California. Dane, good to see you, buddy. JD McRae, also good to see you. We got Drake here. What's going on, Stephanie T? Yeah, you know, I see it tomorrow. So, yeah, cannot wait. No spoilers. Not that there's really, I mean, I guess, like, the only spoilers would be, like, who, like, gets offed. Like, somebody's gonna die, right? A couple people maybe. But, yeah, no spoilers. If there is any, but, you know, not necessarily, you know, one of those kind of movies, but, you know, pick the wrong party to crash? What? Oh, all right, then. Yeah, spoiler. There you go. Yeah, spoiler right there. Hello, darling. How's it going? Hey, what's going on? Hey, guys, apology to Blue Beetle. Oh, look at that. Yeah, did you kind of like that costume? Is that what happened? Huh? Is that what happened, Lane? Yeah. We'll be talking about that, of course. Thick and Wolf, as you always say. Didn't I talk about this yesterday, buddy? Come on, Chase. Let's see, Blue Beetle. Yeah, people talking about that. All right, who else do we got here? Here for the party, Joe. Good to see you. All right, Rosemary's here. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing all right. I am doing all right. Yes. Spencer, yep. We'll be talking about it, of course. Hey, it's hot here in Beaver Creek. Wow. That almost sounds like a porno film. I'm just saying. So, you know, spoilers or you die. Well, oh my God. Russ, of course, spoiling that Goose dies. Wait, that was the last one. It's all good. What's going on, Tyler? Spoiler, Tom Cruise runs. But does he run in this? There's no reason for him to run in this, you know? He's either, you know, in a fighter jet or he's riding a motorcycle. So I think we're going to be okay. And even though I could watch Tom Cruise run, there's something just majestic about Tom Cruise running. The guy can run, okay? The man can run. So, you know, there's just something about that. Dawson's Creek porno. What's going on? Draga 52. Good to see you. We got Jacob right here. Yeah, I know you keep on pressing me to do that. Well, you know, I got a 3-day weekend coming up. Not really any plans as, you know, so far. So maybe I'll be able to catch up. You know, there's a possibility. Present. We got Captain Gator Girl here. He has the run. That's funny. Thank you there, Sinfinity. Good tat. Uh-oh, he's got a scoop. Uh-oh, we got a scooper in here. Watch out. All right, guys. Let's have some fun, of course. Let's talk some movies and movie news and all this stuff. And no scoops. Even though I want to, you know, I do actually want to do a little follow-up from yesterday because it is sad that there's a lot of people that have come out to debunk that scoop, that article that came out yesterday from a website called Giant Freaking Robot. All right. And again, if you just type in exclusive in their search bar and look at their exclusives, you could see how bad of a track record they actually have. Now, and it's funny too, because I'll get people in my mentions that push back on the whole thing like, oh, they got something right. Okay. Every fucking batter that steps up to the plate in a baseball game, they're going to get a hit every now and again. Okay. Nobody's average is fucking 0. All right. But nobody's average is a fucking 1,000 either, okay? That's the thing. It's like every now and again, like I said, the saying, a broken clock is right twice a day. That's just what happens. But the fact of the matter is there's people leaning on it that are actually going like, hey, we actually confirm this and blah, blah, blah. But then you have actual people who know how the business works, and they go, $30 million? Really? $30 million. There are people in the CBMs, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like your Chris Evans, your Robert Downey Jr., that didn't even make that with their movies, okay? That's how ridiculous that whole staggering $30 million for Ben Affleck, who, again, has expressed that he doesn't really want to do these kind of movies anymore. Yes, he left the door open for cameos, sure, like short little, whatchamacallits, but to do a full-on movie, he's expressed that. So why would they offer him $30 million just for that? And then it's like, all right, if they're going to have a Crisis on Infinite Earths kind of level event movie, why? I mean, that budget's going to be absolutely crazy. And David Zaslav is trying to cut budget. I mean, I think it's like $3 billion he's trying to cut down $3 billion, I don't know, something like that. And we're going to be talking about David Zaslav and J.J. Abrams now, because now J.J. Abrams has come to the stage, because we're kind of all wondering about J.J. Abrams, but at the same time, it's just like the fact that there are, leaning into it, like, hey, we scooped this, yeah, this is totally right. And then I saw people in the fandom going, see, and it's just like, oh, man. But again, if people want to listen to these people, that's perfectly fine. You're free to do so, okay? I'm just telling you that it's fucking bullshit, and if you get let down because it ends up not being true, that's on you. That's on you. Just saying. I try to not bullshit. I could easily just take my channel and just put bullshit after bullshit. There is a specific channel which was incorporated with some of those guys from before, with the initials TCN and LC, that still does YouTube videos and stuff that just bullshit. But, and yeah, he gets a lot of views. I could probably do that too if I wanted to, but I'm just, I got that integrity thing that just kind of, that just kind of bothers me. I just go, integrity. If I, I'm not going to just be like, oh, well, Anyways, just wanted to do a little follow-up on that, because I just couldn't believe when I saw people actually leaning into it and just kind of like, I'm just kind of going, all right. Doesn't make sense. As much as I would love for it to be true, I would love it to be true. Ben Affleck leading a Crisis on Infinite Earths type event film as Batman, coming back and just doing all that. I would love it. But I'm just like, my logical brain just starts working, and just like yours too. So anyways, all right there. All right. And that's why I love YouTube animation. That's why I love you too. Yeah. Got triggered. Yeah. Ugh. Lie to us. I know. I should just lie. Ugh. That's what I just can't do that, though. I just can't do that. I just like discussions and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, just wanted to rant off a little bit about that at the start of the show right here. But let's get started. Let's go to these tweets. Did I do this? Oh, shit. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Oh, man. Hold on. Forgot to set up the tweets. Shouldn't be that hard, And there we go. All right, we're good right there. All right, we're good now. Sorry about that. Didn't have it lined up quite yet, so let's do it. And yes, guys, it worked. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. I'll turn that off in a bit. But yes, guys, it actually worked. Like I said, yesterday's show, I wore my Metallica shirt, my Giants hat. because I needed the Giants to get out of this losing streak. It was Metallica Day, and sure enough, Metallica was there, and James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett, they, of course, did the national anthem. So good. So good. But what a crazy game that was. It went to the ninth. It was tied. It got to the point where it was tied 12-12. Jesus Christ. It was a crazy game, and then a game-winning single, which was all freaking good. But yes, that was awesome to see them right there. The other two band members were also there doing some stuff too. But naturally, of course, James and Kirk were doing the national anthem the way that they do it. So awesome stuff right there. Robin's Reckoning. Gotta love that. Such a good episode. And I'm telling you, if you haven't watched that episode, please do so. Please do so. Speaking of that, Mask of the Phantasm. Yes. Yes. This is pretty cool right here. Ewan McGregor was 6 years old when he went to see Star Wars in 1977 to watch his uncle Dennis Lawson, who played Wedge. Wedge, I did not know this. They are related. That's awesome. Wedge. I did not know that they were related. That's pretty cool stuff right there. And you know what? Wedge, awesome. He survived all of it. All right, he was there. Wedge was in each one of the original trilogy, and he always survived. Always survived. Wedge was the fucking man. And then he showed up in Rise of Skywalker, which that was probably one of the best moments of Rise of Skywalker. There are other good moments in Rise of Skywalker, but, let's face it, it was a little messy, but it was just great to see Wedge there. But I did not know they were related. That's pretty cool. A little bit of info right there. And Leatherface and Ghost, I like that. Photoshopping Leatherface and Ghost. Creepy. Very creepy, but you got to love it. Yes, here's a new hashtag, guys, from, of course, the MFN network, the MFN broadcast network. Obviously, you guys saw that yesterday when they had the scoop about, a bigger scoop about Ben Affleck being offered $1 gajillion. Chris Ron Swenson, he, of course, was like, yeah, let's hashtag Final Crisis of Infinite Multiverses of Madness with No Way Home. Yes, let's make that hashtag trend. Let's make it trend. Awesome, right? But yes, the hat trick. Jock Peterson. How you feeling, Dodger fans, huh? How you feeling? 3 home runs. 3 home runs from this man yesterday. Apparently he had a conversation with Barry Bonds before that. That's why. And he also had a home run today. Jock Peterson. Goddamn love that guy. But yeah, this is why you love baseball. Game, walk-off, single, Crawford. So good. So good. Just bam, and then so good. Yes, that's why I love baseball. I can't show too much because MLB will copyright my shit. Anyways. But, oh, man. I was already, laying in bed just waiting for what was going to happen in that fucking... in that game. That's why I love baseball right there. That's why I love baseball. Austin Butler, of course, who's playing Elvis. He's begun knife training for his role as Feud. It wasn't fully announced, but yeah. He's going to be in, of course, Dune Part 2. So I always have trouble announcing the character names for Dune. But yeah, he's already doing knife fight training right there. So anyways, and then of course there's that, and then this is pretty cool poster right here, the Murderverse, who will laugh and what will be left of them. So got all the craziness that has happened in horror movies right there. You got everybody, Pennywise, you got Pinhead, you got everybody, you got Candyman, you got the Ghostface, everybody's here. Even the Nun is right back there, the Leprechaun right there. Man, I tell you what, good stuff. You even got Ash. You've got Ash in this poster. I love it. And even, Hannibal Lecter is right there, too. It's good stuff. Good goddamn stuff. Hey, on this date, 39 years ago, Return of the Jedi, which made all us, all us young little boys, when we saw Princess Leia in the bikini, let's face it, that was a moment. That was a moment in my young life where it's whoa, well, there you go, Princess Leia in the gold bikini. And she was a badass, okay? I know it probably, in this society nowadays, they'd probably frown on it, but it's like, you know what? She killed Jabba. She choked him out. Fuck that guy, But she looked pretty stunning in that gold bikini. Let's just say that. But yeah, 39 years ago. Crazy. We'll be talking about that, of course. And that. We got some Alex Ross, Green Lantern. Awesome art right here. Love it. And then 43 years ago today, guess what premiered? Alien. In space, no one can hear you scream. That's right. Also, Sigourney Weaver at the end of that. That was also a thing that you kind of went like, man, as a young lad, I went, oh, hello, Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, but overall, just the movie, it's just iconic and just fantastic, of course. We'll be talking about that. Yes. We'll be definitely talking about that. And I even said this tweet right here. At this point, Bill and Tom of MF and News, they might as well just be in the scooping game. They might as well be. Might be a whole new segment right there. Who knows? Mr. Tom Holkenborg, Junkee XL. What a week in Cannes for George and 3,000 Years of Longing, which I sadly had to miss, but can't wait for people to see this remarkable film. Also, very grateful to continue my journey with George with his next installment of the Mad Max series. So, boom, there you go. Hopefully we can would love to get him back on the Vodka stream. That was one of the best Vodka streams that we ever had. It was so freaking awesome just to have him on there. Such a delight. Such a good dude. Smoking cigarettes and drinking beer in his kitchen and just playing music for us. That was so fucking cool. That was so cool. We'll be talking about that too. Hey, an even up-close look, more of an up-close look at the Flash costume. So these images are a little bit better. We could see a little bit more honest right here. And I expressed yesterday, and I think, a lot of people are pretty much, or a lot of people are in the same camp, where the cowl definitely does need work. The cowl needs work. It's a little weird, but at the same time, it doesn't bother me that much. But I do like the emblem. I mean, the emblem on the chest is good. Obviously, we know the lining of the suit's going to have like the lightning kind of going through it and everything like that. I dig the texture. I dig it. Maybe a little too shiny. I wish it wasn't too shiny. But there's something interesting I didn't mention yesterday when it came to this suit. Okay, the boots are a little interesting. Yes, the boots, a little stylish, but they look comfortable. That's for sure. I mean, it's mainly just like, hey, they're shoes, and then it just kind of has this weird design. But what is going on right here? There is a little circle right here on the left wrist of the suit, as if it's something that, communication device, something, a smartwatch, I don't know. I am kind of wondering about that. Here, let me open this so I can zoom in a little bit. As you can see, it's right there. Right there, there's a little circle. I mean, I'm guessing that's going to be some kind of, I hope it's not something that like they had in Endgame where it's like a fucking time travel GPS or whatever the hell, or it's like a multiverse GPS. I hope it's not something like that. That seems a little cheesy, but who knows what it is. But it's going to be interesting to see the functions of this suit. But yeah, I forgot to mention that yesterday. I remember that was pointed out by people, like, what exactly is that on his left wrist? It's got to be something that's going to be giving him information or some kind of device that's helping him do some shit. I don't know. Well, let's just remember that Batfleck is going to be the one that's going to be explaining the functions of the suit. Remember that. Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne is the one that gives him this suit. So, yeah, he's going to be explaining it, but I'm kind of curious to know exactly what that is. But, yeah, I know it's very divisive, that suit. I like it. Like I said yesterday, still my favorite all-time Flash live-action suit is the 1991 show. That's still my favorite. And then, of course, it's the first Flash Ezra suit is my second favorite. So, yeah. And then look at this. I haven't been watching, but oh my God. This is funny right here, Mr. Heavy Spoilers right here. I saw this and I went, oh shit. And there's other things too. When it comes to the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing, I mean, it's Amber Heard's not surviving this. Okay, I know there's people that are like they hashtag I stand with Amber Heard, but it's like, man, you gotta you can't take sides with this thing. Okay, I'm not even saying people should take Johnny Depp's side, but so they just confirmed in court that Amber photoshopped and edited the photos. You are not allowed to do this if you are using them as evidence. Nail in the coffin. Eek. Yeah. Not great. Not great. They had a TMZ guy also show up who mentioned that basically like Amber Heard's people, her PR, basically contacted them to take pictures to get it out there in the press also. And of course the bruise disappeared within a day. The bruise disappeared within a day on her face. It's just not good. It's just not good. I mean, it's not good at all. It's not good at all. And again, don't take sides. Don't take sides. Just look at the evidence. Be partial. Be like, okay, who's saying what? I mean, yeah, again, Johnny Depp he's not an angel. That's for damn sure. But at the same time, it's like the people that are still like 100% backing up Amber Heard. I'm like, how can you do this when the shit that's been shown at this trial? It's really bad. It's really bad. And it's inexcusable. You can't. Yeah. I mean, she has been taking advantage of people. She is toxic, very toxic. Okay. It's been that's what all this is shown. I mean, it sucks that that's the case. She's nice to look at, but let's face it. It's all just very toxic. What can you do? Anyways, let's just leave it at that. Evidence tampering. That's what it's called. Yeah, it's just not looking good. Still, Johnny Depp most likely will not win the case because people are forgetting that this is a defamation case. Okay? It's very easy to win that case when in the article she did not mention his name, did not do that. He's probably not going to win the trial. But I think he was going, well, let's we got to broadcast this and let's just put everything out there, and it's actually working in his favor. Okay? So he used his brain and went, this is going to make me look good. It's going to make me look good. Somewhat. Yeah, he still looks like kind of shitty in some light, for sure. And but at the same time, it's making her look really, really bad. It's exposing her. Okay, she took advantage of this whole thing. She took advantage of the Me Too thing and everything like that. She took advantage of it. Okay, she tried to do that to uplift, to further her career, and it only just ended up destroying it. It's destroying her career. I'll be shocked. She's gonna start an OnlyFans after this. I bet. Watch, she's gonna start some kind of OnlyFans. Because she's not going to be able to get a role after this. And you know what? Fuck. That's her fault. Her fault. God knows what's going to happen with Johnny. Mr. Depp, is he gonna end up getting roles after this? Well, he's got a movie lined up, I know that. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens when it comes to his career. Does it help his career at all? Or is he just going to be doing indie films for a while? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. But, yeah. Anyways, hey, classic movie, of course, Big Trouble in Little China. Gotta love that movie. We'll talk about that, of course. Let's see. Apparently, the Elvis movie got a 12-minute standing ovation at Cannes Film Festival. I mean, apparently at these film festivals, people just like to give standing ovations. I mean, it's weird. We always hear about this. When a movie is shown. They always go like, oh, it got a 6 minutes standing ovation. It got a 10-minute standing ovation. To me, I'm just like, that would be fucking annoying after a while. It's like, all right, we're still doing this? Seriously, what the fuck? We've been going at it for 5 minutes. My hands hurt. I can't. My ears are starting to ring. Can we stop this now? Please, I want to sit down. Can we? Okay. Good Lord. Can we, still going? Shit. All right. It's like, all right, it's cool. But at the same time, I'm just like, man, if I was in there, I'd be like, all right, fuck. I'm tired of clapping. And I just want to sit down and let's listen to the filmmaker talk about his movie and the actors in it. Somebody brought this up right here. I mean, speaking of the whole JJ thing and, Constantine and Justice League Dark. And somebody said, hey, JJ needs to stay the hell away from Constantine. Get Robert Eggers as the director. That would be pretty sweet. I don't think he would actually do it because Robert Eggers, he likes to do period movies, period pieces. But I was like, damn, that would be a fucking hell of a movie right there. That's for damn sure. And then we have some up-close look at the Supergirl costume. Look at that texture. Come on. I mean, they were very much inspired by the Man of Steel costume right here, of course. Mr. Wilkinson, very much inspired by it. Look at that. I just love the texture of it. It's a fucking sexy costume. Sexy. I dig it. I know some people don't like how the S looks, but, it's whatever. It's not the same. It's not the same, It's whatever. Wonder Meg, she has her first piece on CBR.com, Comic Book Resources. She reviewed The Son of Batman. It's out for blood right there. So she has her first review on the website. So support Wonder Meg. We all love Wonder Meg. So always good to see that. Glad she's got that. Hey, we got some Black Manta costume. I mean, I will admit that it is kind of getting a little tiresome. The whole fake abs, the whole fake torso thing is kind of getting a little annoying, It's like, do we really need always the fake abs? But it's still a pretty cool costume. The Black Manta costume right there. Everything looks pretty sweet. And then, hey, look, we got our first kind of poster, I guess, for Creed 3, which should be interesting. I'm wondering when we're going to get that. When are we going to get that trailer, I wonder? It's going to be directed by the man himself, Michael B. Jordan, so that's cool. Here's some cool art of Quentin Tarantino and Reservoir Dogs. I like it. I like it a lot. How about a magic trick? I'm going to make this pencil disappear. Such a great scene, right? Such a great scene. And Tim Burton's Wednesday, starring Jenna Ortega, will be released in fall of 2022. So there you go. She was recently in Scream. Seems like she's getting cast in all kinds of things. I think she was in the X movie too, right, Jacob? I'm looking forward to it. I'm a big Addams Family fan. I used to watch the reruns all the time. I watched the Saturday morning cartoon. Loved the movies. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Tim Burton does with Wednesday. And yes, guys, after I got done with work, I just needed a nap. You ever felt sluggish? I had one of those naps today, guys. I had one of those naps where I drooled heavily. I woke up and my pillow was just soaked. I dreamt vividly. I had a vivid-ass dream of going to my buddy's house, who wasn't his house, of course. He had long hair. It was very strange. A lot of people showed up, and it was very cramped. Anyways, and I woke up, and I thought it was fucking Friday. I really did. I thought it was Friday when I woke up, and then I wasn't sure if it was morning or afternoon. That was the nap that I had today. You ever wake up and you like, I have no fucking idea what day of the week it is, what is happening, but yeah. Usually if I power nap, it's just like 20 minutes, recharge, reboot the brain a little bit, but this was like one of those where I went into a deep sleep. But I woke up thinking it was Friday. Wish it was. God damn it. But here we are Wednesday. And I'm talking to you guys. Nah, it's good. I love talking to you guys. Hey, get yourself the home video box set of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Love that. Pretty awesome, right? And then, of course, we got Miss Liz Wonder, always killing it. Now she is the mighty Thor Jane, looking like Natalie Portman. Somehow she just always does the facial expressions that always work. That's right. Miss Liz Wonder just killing it. Keeps on killing it. Right there. Need to get Liz back onto the Vodka stream. Go away. Why are you not going away? Ah, there you go. Jeez. But yeah, she's always killing it. And then, hey, we got some update from Charlotte Maggie right here from on Rebel Moon. This is what she has to say right here. I really, really wanted this role because this one, in particular, the character I really connected to. I just found there was a lot of crossovers in our personalities, and I just thought this would be such a cool concept because it was originally a Star Wars script. I still can't comprehend how big the production is. It's just very hard for me to get a grip on it. Everyone's reminding me, and I'm just like, I don't think I actually realize how big it is. I think I'm still in shock, probably. So, talking about Rebel Moon, how huge it is. And yes, it was originally a Star Wars script. It was a Star Wars pitch before good old Disney bought up Lucasfilm. And they just didn't want to do it anymore. And speaking of Star Wars, how precious is this?
I think I'm going to be a better Sith than you one day. Okay.
So this,
Takes a little
this
practice.
little young one right here.
Can we do
in a Darth
force
Vader
off?
costume? Got to
A force
interview
off.
Darth Vader
So
himself.
you use the Force, I use the Force.
Okay.
See who wins.
All right.
And they, had a force off.
Oh no.
Oh, he got me.
That was
See?
easy.
He got me.
That was way
Hayden
too easy.
Christensen.
Oh, you, my friend, are very strong with the Force.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So precious.
Very impressive.
I thought better of you.
You thought-
And even the kid is like, giving him shit. Giving him shit. Gotta love that. Just so precious. Just so precious. And then David Cronenberg's Crimes of the Future currently is sitting at 83% right now. Now, reviews are rolling in. And yes, he predicted it. He even said that people will walk out of this film because of the body horror that's in it. And sure enough, it was reported that many people walked out of the screening of Crimes of the Future because of the intense body horror. I'm nervous because I'm not big on body horror. Like I can handle a little bit of it, but that's not really my. It's not really my bag. Body horror, especially like when it's humans doing it to other humans and whatever the fuck, I get a little squeamish. If you saw my first reaction to Men, Alice Garland's Men last Thursday, it gets a little intense with some body horror in there too. And maybe it's not so much cutting, but it's something different when it comes to bodies. And it got me a little squirmish. So I don't know. I'm nervous to go into this movie because I'm probably going to be like, oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah, man. But I'll check it out. But I do want to see it because it's an interesting concept and whatever the fuck. But, man, I just have a feeling I'm going to be like, yeah, it's Viggo Mortensen. Yeah, that's him right there. And then check this out. This is actually coming. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is a horror retelling of the famous legend of Winnie the Pooh. This, of course, is not being done by Disney. Winnie entered the public domain in January of 2022. What? Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey horror movie in the works. Oh, bother. This is awesome. I'll check this out. Why not? Let it happen. I love it when people take like a property that's been around forever and we've only seen it in like one kind of light. Now they're going to be like, hey, we're going to do a fucking fucked up bloody horror movie with Winnie the Pooh. Wow. I'm all for it, man. Oh, bother. Wonder if he'll say that in there. Hope he does. But yeah, so, let me get rid of that. Okay, yeah, I know. There's still the aftermath of course, the shooting yesterday, which fucking sucks because, you know how it is. Like I said, people on the right, people on the left, they're just pointing fingers and nobody comes up with solutions, sadly. Or they do, and then the other side rejects it. Anyways, but yeah, that's crazy, though. Winnie the Pooh. Horror movie. I'm for it. I'm for it. Somehow Nicolas Cage needs to be involved. All right, let's talk about J.J. Abrams, Bad Robot. Remember when that whole deal happened under AT&T? How many years ago was that? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? 2.5? I don't know. Are we halfway? It's supposed to be like a 5-year deal, right? For JJ and Bad Robot to come in and do some awesome shit. And what have we gotten so far? Fuck all. We've gotten fuck all. Anything? We've heard stuff's in development. Oh, J.J. Abrams showed up at DC Fandom and it was talking about some kind of something. I don't even remember what the fuck he talked about. But nothing. We've gotten fuck all. Okay? We all had high hopes. It's like, hey, JJ, he's a nerd. He's all this stuff. I'm just gonna say it now. I was always a fan of him. He's made some good shit, but now I think what the fuck is he doing? Did Disney and Lucasfilm just suck the life out of the man? Is that what happened? Because Force Awakens was fantastic. That's my favorite of the new ones. That's my favorite of the new. Hey, Mr. McKenzie, Pride Ship, baby. Thank you, sir, for the $50 super chat. You're awesome. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Love you, buddy. But yeah. So what happened? Did Lucasfilm and Disney just suck the life out of this man? I mean, we had high hopes when we heard that Bad Robot and him were going to be coming over. What was it? $500 million, right? $500 million. He's made some great shit. I thought his Star Trek reboot. The first two that he did were great. I thought that whole thing was great. I thought Super 8 was great. All the Cloverfield stuff was great. The secretiveness of the Cloverfield franchise. And it seems like they just gave up on that after the one that came to Netflix. You know? It seems like when people were like, it was whatever. They just went, all right, we give up. No more Cloverfield. Sorry. It's like, really? But I'm like, okay, so then he comes over, they fork over like $500 million, and we're thinking, all right, cool, what's gonna happen? And then like the most that we got was the fact that he was gonna produce the whole black Superman thing. They're gonna race bend Clark Kent into a black man and do it like that. And everybody was like, no, nobody fucking wants that. There actually is black Superman characters that are not Clark Kent. Do those instead. And Michael B. Jordan said, hey, I'll do that. God knows what's going on with that. But at the same time, who the fuck wanted a race-bent Clark Kent Superman? Nobody wanted that. Everybody turned it down. But he was like backing it up, apparently. And then we heard about Justice League Dark and Madam X and all. I mean, and then nothing. Just nothing. There has been nothing from the man. What the fuck has this guy been doing? Well, a new article came out, of course, from THR. Kind of shines a little light on what's happening over there now that it's Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah, I guess whatever he's working on. Diamande on the bubble as Warner Brothers Discovery puts pressure on J.J. Abrams. The lack of output on the studio's $250 million. Oh, it was $250 million. I thought it was 500. I forgot that. For some reason I was thinking 500 in my brain. As a source say, WBD CEO David Zaslav is putting all of the company's packs under the microscope. So you're next. J.J. Abrams, Diamande, if I'm saying that right, the first show the prolific producer has written since Fringe 2008, which Fringe was also great. What happened to J.J.? He had such great shit. He did a Mission Impossible movie too. He did Mission Impossible 3, which brought it back after the whole Woo thing, which I still liked. Is on the bubble at HBO as sources say Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is frustrated by the lack of output from Bad Robot's $250 million overall deal. Sources tell Hollywood Reporter that the budget for HBO's Diamande, if I'm saying that right, which has been in the works since 2018. 4 fucking years. Is a source of contention as Abrams' Bad Robot is eyeing a spend that's north of $200 million. By comparison, the budget of HBO Max, of HBO's upcoming Game of Thrones prequel, House of Dragon, is less than $200 million. Jesus Christ, what is going on here? The decision on whether the sci-fi drama Diamande will move forward is expected to come this week. How much you want to bet Zaslav says, fuck you? He might. Zaslav might just go, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. The series cast Station 11 and Watchmen alum Daniel Deadweiler in April, and sources say Studio Warner Brothers TV has reviewed 10 of the 8 scripts of the drama that landed at HBO with a straight-to-series order 2 weeks after being shopped to buyers. Bad Robot's rich overall deal with Warner Brothers Discovery is currently not in jeopardy, though the lack of output has created a larger discussion about what the newly merged company expects to stem from the pact. Zaslav, sources say, was frustrated with the lack of delivery from the deal that was signed back in September of 2019, after Abrams and Bad Robot met with the suitors, including Apple, as they shopped for a rich new pact. Abrams has multiple projects in the works under the company-wide deal, with Diamond, whatever, if I'm saying that right, joining the adult animated Batman series that reunites Abrams with the Felicity collaborator and friend Matt Reeves. Yes, we were talking about, I think that was what was at DC Fandom. They talked about that. Abrams and Bad Robot are also working on originals, including HBO Max's Subject to Change. Both of those dramas are based on original ideas from Abrams. Okay, that's good, of course. Original ideas is good. And have formal series orders. Abrams is directing the pilot of Monday, which has already changed showrunners. Other projects include U2 scripted series that the studio is producing for Netflix, Apple's presumed Innocent, and crime drama Duster for HBO Max, as the production company Abrams runs with partner and wife Katie McGrath is also behind HBO Max's DC Comics-based Justice League Dark franchise, which features shows including Constantine and Madam X. Sources say the DC Comics properties have also come under the spotlight. Sources suggest there is some frustration within the halls of Warner Brothers Discovery that Abrams has laid claim to a number of DC characters, but has yet to get anything on the air. Sources note Warner's has seen scripts for Constantine and the pilot of Madam X. Meanwhile, the lack of delivery of content on content to HBO and HBO Max has created a pipeline issue for both the premium cable network and streamer, make it challenging to plan for budgets for things like marketing. There's currently no delivery plan for any of Bad Robot's multiple projects for WBD platforms for this third-party buyers. Abrams, is worth noting, is working on a new Star Trek movie for the Revival studio, Paramount Global, as the Warner's pact was not included. In the larger sense, Zaslav is putting all the studio's overall deals under the microscope as he looks to trim $3 billion. He also talks about Greg Berlanti, other rich packs like Greg Berlanti, who has a $400 million deal, in which Warner's has already seen scores of shows and movies debut on linear and streaming platforms. Yeesh, it's all just like, what the fuck? Why is he doing projects for all these other people, like Speed Racer for Apple TV? This came out the fucking same day, which is always weird when you have one article that slams, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, guess what? J.J. Abrams, he's now producing a Speed Racer TV series for Apple. Okay. The project, which sources say has received a straight-to-series order at the streamer, hails from writers Hiram Martinez and Ron Fitzgerald. A live-action scripted TV series based on the beloved manga and animated show is in the works at Apple, with J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot set to exec produce the project. Like, what the fuck? Sources say the live-action TV series has been in the works for years and stems from Abrams and a Bad Robot's overall deal with Warner Brothers TV. The show landed at Apple some time ago and has been in the process of meeting and hiring its co-writers in recent months. As sources note, the development process has been excruciating. Of course, it's been slow. So, there you go. So that's what's happening over there with JJ. That is what's happening. It's all just like weird. It's all just crazy. But you don't have. I said Black Robot. My bad. No, but yeah. So that's what's going on with JJ. He's been doing, I guess, a lot of things behind the scenes, but a lot of things that I guess was promised for Warner Media and DC and all that stuff. It's just not happening. I mean, first off, take away the whole Superman idea. Get rid of that. You know, I think David Zaslav knows. I'm hoping that David Zaslav knows that when it comes to Superman, it's like people want to see another Cavill Superman. So work with Cavill, because apparently, like I've told you guys, there was some friction that happened when it came to Warner Brothers and Cavill and renewing a deal and all this kind of stuff like that. There's some clashing that happened there. And, you know, so that's why when people keep on saying, like, oh, my God, they're negotiating. There's meetings that are... Yeah, that's all it is. Just that. Don't listen to that shit, okay? Because apparently things didn't go that well from what I've gathered, you know? And that's why we keep on going, all right, nothing yet. What's going on? I mean, we keep on it's just like every 6 months we just hear, oh, yeah, negotiations are still happening. It's like, okay. Meanwhile, you know, Cavill's just like doing all these other, he's playing Sherlock, he's doing The Witcher, he's just over at Netflix and everything. So he's just doing all kinds of other stuff. And it's like, I just really hope that Zaslav realizes that, okay, whatever you're doing, JJ, that's fucking stupid. All right. We're going to get the guy that people want back as Superman. We're going to do another Superman film with him. Okay. We got Supergirl that's coming up too. There could be something with that. And then we got possibly another version of Superman, the Val-Zod Superman. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. God knows what's going to be happening with that though, now that the merger is full on. But yeah, JJ, man, he just took the money and just kind of went, all right, not going to really do anything, but just kind of just brainstorm and come up with shit. I mean, obviously stuff is coming out. And hopefully it's good shit. But man, I'm like, what happened? What happened to JJ? We thought he was going to come in and just be like, hey, he's going to do some shit. A lot of people were thinking that he should direct a Man of Steel sequel. You know, he should be doing another blah blah blah. You know, let's get a Man of Steel sequel. Let's get a Superman movie with a lot of lens flare, huh? A lot of lens flare. Let's do that. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But to me, and I even I ran a poll for also put a poll out there on YouTube. And I asked you guys if JJ was, is he going to be out the door? And let's see here. So we got, let's see, right there. I'll show you guys the results. Do you think J.J. Abrams out the Warner Brothers Discovery door? 81% of you said yes. Okay, 895 votes. So that's what you guys were thinking right there. Yeah, I mean, I think he is too. Same with Berlanti. I think Berlanti... Greg, sorry, you did good. You had like almost a decade of like, you know, doing some stuff on CW, but now it's time to head out. Because I mean, how many CW shows did they fucking cancel? So it seems like those two are just going to be out the door soon. I don't know. But then again, it's like, you know, why would they want to waste what JJ's been working on for the past, like, 3 years? I don't know. It's all just crazy, but it just sucks. Just sucks. We had high hopes for JJ, but sadly, it's just not happening. Apparently, I hear he's kind of arrogant, too. So, who knows? But yeah, I was hearing that, too. I was hearing that before this article came out, that Zaslav was not happy with JJ and Bad Robot. Not happy because they weren't doing shit. All that money and not doing shit, you know? But let's move over to something that is looking really awesome. And I love the fact that that people are... I have not seen many people just go, fucking costume sucks. It's a piece of shit. Looks like CW. Huh, CW. CW costume, what's going on? We have our first look. We have our very first look at the Blue Beetle costume right here. And let me pull it up right here. Make sure everything's good. Don't do that. All right. I'm going to pull up and just on Twitter. So here's like a perfect shot of this right here. Of course, we got a lot of images from Just Jared. They're always putting their stuff on there. But look at that thing. That is a fucking I mean, we were wondering, like, how can they, I mean, they're going to do a Blue Beetle costume. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some CGI added to it, obviously, if you know about the armor and how it works and everything like that, and the fact that, you know, it's, strapped to Jaime's fucking spine, and then, of course, it just, does its thing, and then, of course, it could do many other things. Very much, of course, ripped out of the pages of New 52 when it comes to Jaime Reyes and his character, and even, Rebirth. I was really getting the Blue Beetle Rebirth books right there, but I think it looks fucking great. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. There, of course, Mr. Xylo Maridueña right there, without the helmet on, and he looks great. I mean, they're just strictly pulling out of that version of, but yeah, there he is right there too, full on. It just looks fantastic. I mean, I did get some Power Rangers vibes, when it came to, the movie version of Power Rangers. But guess what? I fucking love those costumes, and those costumes are awesome. So, yeah, there is some Power Rangers vibes, and there's nothing wrong with that, because it's not the TV show Power Rangers. It's the movie Power Rangers that deserves a sequel. Okay? More. Let's see. What do we got? We got that one. We got another one right there. That's the director right there, Mr. Angel right there, He's very serious, man. Maridueña, very serious. Of course, he's falling onto a car. Just all looks good. And if you guys wanted to remember what it looked like on the CW, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like on the CW right there. Yeesh. But yeah, so people have just been tweeting out a bunch of those. But I tell you what, man. They fucking pulled it off. A lot of us were wondering, like, how can they pull off a Blue Beetle live action costume? And they fucking did. And everybody's raving about it. I have not seen a discourse when it comes to this costume right here. And it's just kind of crazy how, there's a discourse on so many other costumes, especially like, you got the Flash. That's a big discourse. Supergirl a little bit, a lot of the other costumes have a discourse. Everybody's just kind of going like, oh, well, there you go. That's a fucking awesome live action Blue Beetle costume right there. It's great. Everybody's raving about it. And then even he went to Instagram. I think it was Instagram, yeah, on his stories. And he said, thanks for all the love on the suit. And this is what I like. Because they were doing this with Batgirl, and they're gonna be doing this with everything. And I think that, they're leaning into the fact that it's like, all right, we're going to be shooting outside. We're not gonna have a closed set. Have people just fucking fire up their phones and put it out there. Okay? Like, that's what's happening now. That's what was happening with Batgirl big time. I think they were trying to keep the Flash under wraps a little bit more, but I just love the fact that they're actually leaning into it because. And they're probably absolutely loving it. They're loving the fact that people are going, oh my God, you guys fucking pulled off a Blue Beetle live action costume. Just ripped right out of the fucking books. Good for you. Good job. And, and I can't wait to see it in action because there will be CGI added too for, certain things, of course. But at the same time, the fact that it looks like that, just as a stationary thing, it's like, wow, good job. As a practical thing, that's insane. But they're totally 100% going like, yeah, they wanted it to spread around. They wanted it to go around. And I think that's smart. It's like, yeah, do that. They did that with Batgirl. Do it with this. And I think it's going to be a hit. I think Blue Beetle's going to surprise people. Okay? And then we got to get a Booster Gold somewhere in there eventually, right? It's looking great, though. And the fact that they, Mr. Maridueña, coming off of the Cobra Kai popularity, I mean, it's just, I think it's going to be a hit. And now we got Top Gun Maverick. We got the need for box office projections. Oh, one more thing that I forgot to mention. Sorry. Is, let's see here. Is Mr. DeTrinity right here. He actually did the concept art for DC Fandom in Blue Beetle. Totally forgot about that. I had it in the tab. Forgot to mention it. But yeah, he admitted today, ever since DC Fandom, that I wanted to share with you guys my involvement with the movie. It has been an absolute pleasure to work outstanding artists in the business. I can't thank 3B Collective enough for the opportunity. So there you go. Yes, the man's talented as fuck. Please hire him for more shit. Please. Everybody looks forward to his concepts, costumes and whatnot. Please hire him for more shit. All right, Top Gun. According to Deadline, Top Gun Maverick set to soar to a $180 million worldwide opening, repping best global start for Tom Cruise. It's kind of weird. Let's see here. After holding what is one of the most anticipated sequels in decades due to COVID, Paramount finally roars its engines on its Tom Cruise feature, of course, Top Gun Maverick, over Memorial Day weekend. It is not only expected to be the three-time Oscar winner nominee's best worldwide opening of his career at $180 million, but also a record for him stateside with at least $92 to $100 million box office, and what also looks to be one of the top 10 debuts over the 4-day May holiday frame. So there you go. Box office projections. We knew it was going to be big. I hope it's big. People are raving about it. Everybody just, I don't even think I've seen a bad review or a bad reaction or anything like that. It seems like this movie, I wouldn't be surprised if it does more. If it gets 200 million worldwide and it gets to like 120 million domestically. Like I said, I'm bringing Mama Film Junkee. I don't know if she's out there, but I'm bringing Mama Film Junkee tomorrow. She wants to go see it, okay? I mean, that's how excited people are to see this movie. It's like Mama Film Junkee is joining me tomorrow, seeing it on Thursday, of course, at 6 p.m. my time. So there it is. Can't wait. But yeah, so I think it's going to probably do more than that. I think it might. I think it might do more than that. What it's projecting. I think it's going to do more. Just seems like the buzz for this film. And the fact that it's got that 3-day, the Memorial Day 3-day weekend, it's just gonna do gangbusters. 220, possibly, Mark. That would be pretty sweet. Worldwide, could do that. Guess we'll see. Guess we will see. And then they're probably gonna be like, all right, now we got to make, now that Mission Impossible is wrapping up, the last 2 Mission Impossible movies coming out. Now they're just gonna go crazy. And Tom Cruise like, all right, let's make fucking 6 more Top Gun movies. I don't know if they'll do that. Doesn't seem like you could do a lot with the Top Gun storyline. But hey, you never know. Top Gun series? Huh? And then finally, Miss Marvel. Now, I haven't seen it. It's not my first reaction. It's other people's first reactions. Apparently, people were able to give their reactions to, I think, the first 2 episodes of Miss Marvel. So, I mean, it's mainly all just social media right here. But, when it comes to Miss Marvel, it looks very CW to me. I'm not familiar with the character. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to check it out. I'll still review it. But, I don't see me getting, big time involved. But I do hope that it does end up pulling me in. But, just kind of going through social media stuff on Twitter, I'm just seeing a lot of positivity. First 2 episodes proved my hesitations wrong. Aman Vellani is perfect for the role and does a phenomenal job. She'll quickly become an MCU favorite. Her chemistry with Matt Lintz, Bruno, is also top-notch. So far, the series is great. Miss Marvel is so much fun! Fun! A lot of it is slice of life based. Nice to get the perspective of how regular people in the MCU view the superheroics going on around them. See, that could be a good way, because we've seen that before, but not a lot of it. So that could be a good way to win people over. It's like, hey, see how the teenager, even though we kind of already seen that, but yeah. The question of how so many people know what happened in the Endgame final battle is also answered. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Miss Marvel thoughts. Aman is fantastic. She's relatable, likable, funny, everything you would want in Kamala. Jersey City feels alive in a way that no other location in the MCU has been. Has life similar to the New York City and Raimi's Spider-Man movies. Interesting. So that's cool. First critics are very positive, with many praising the series' coming-of-age story, fun tone, and lead star Aman Vellani's performance. So that's good. Even Miss Grace. I know how much you guys love Grace. I've seen the first 2 episodes of Miss Marvel. Come for the MCU fan fever dream. Like, wow, stay for the quality origin story. Surprisingly, very similar to Turning Red. Uh-oh. Don't show this to Sean O'Connell. Just kidding. Love you, Sean. I know people here. Anyways, multiple story points. Review embargo lifts this Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday the 7th. So this, of course, is the social media one. Miss Marvel episode 1 and 2. What an absolute blast as a Pakistani and a Muslim. My heart is full. Social reaction dropping today. So that's cool. And then one last one. I saw the first 2 episodes of Miss Marvel and found most of it to be really heartwarming and charming. It's a sweet coming-of-age story packed with very relatable family drama. It's funny, and moments between Kamala and her family were some of the highlights for me. So there you go. A lot of people are digging it. A lot of people are digging it. And I had a feeling. I was like, yeah, it probably, I mean, yeah, of course she had to go there. Where it's like, oh yeah, kind of reminds you of Turning Red. And it's like, uh-oh, ruh-roh. But I think actually Sean actually, he gave it a good review. Good job, Sean. Good job for actually, even if you didn't like that much, good job for putting a positive review out there. Because I think he saw it too. I think I saw him tweet about it. It's like, yeah, he wasn't going to make that mistake twice, for sure. But apparently he liked it. So I'm going to give it a shot. I like I said, the trailers didn't do much for me. Like I said, not too familiar with the character. I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that they changed her powers where she's not stretchy, but it's more cosmic. She's got like force power, all of her extensions of fists and all this, very much Green Lantern-esque. So it's going to be interesting to see what the general audience, how they respond to it. And, like I said, I'm going to review it and see what happens. See if it keeps me for the whole season. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the Twitter questions right here. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Make sure we got it all loaded. Make sure there's no bad things in it. We're good. Show all. All right, we're good. Not too many Twitter questions. All right, so here we go. Hey, the Snyder cult. Remember, I'm one of the pillars, and so is Chris Wong Swenson. And now Wonder Meg is the third pillar. Apparently. All right, so he asked, when it comes to imagining the impact of people who could tweet, release the Ayer cut, can you imagine if James Gunn did? David showed so much support for James' film. It would be awesome to see it reciprocated, especially from someone in good standing with the powers that be. Yeah, that would be. Well, I mean, James Gunn did say that he would actually like to see the Ayer cut. He hasn't tweeted the hashtag, but I remember him responding last summer when the Suicide Squad came out. He actually respectfully said that he would love to see the Ayer cut. So, almost there. Like I said, guys, don't believe the fucking bullshit and the scoopers out there that are, trust me, bro. I heard it from a source, from his mom's source, and, all this kind of stuff. Oh, it'll be coming out. It'll be coming out from between now and 2031. Watch, okay? And then, of course, they'll be like, I told you. No, I would say, like I said, just keep an eye out for, and I'll even let you know when to keep an eye on things. I mean, tweet out the hashtag as much as possible, tweet out the hashtag. Keep it going. We got to pump those numbers up. I'll probably tweet out something, sometime tonight because I haven't tweeted it out. But, keep tweeting those hashtags, the hashtag out there to boost those numbers because the numbers for that hashtag is not nearly where it was with the Snyder Cut. But then I said, I don't know if it's, months to come by the end of the year. I don't know. But hopefully if there's going to be a full-on pitch that this man's going to do, he's going to need everybody to tweet out the hashtag. And it would be awesome, yes, if James Gunn also helped with that. That would be awesome too. And James Gunn, I could see James Gunn actually doing that. I could see that happening. So we'll see. Eric Blake, hey Dave, with all the Ted Kord stuff indicating the previous Blue Beetle will will be central in the film. Probably the mentor featured. I'm personally constantly reminded of the Cord Industries references in BVS publicity. Yeah, they had that infographic that showed all the different stuff. They showed all the different industries. I think they even had Queen, right? Also, Queen was there. So, are we confident it's in the DCU proper? Who knows? Who knows? But everything's. I mean, like I said, Snyder set the foundation, and that foundation is still very much there. So, P.S. Odds the film may reference the Blue Beetle before Ted. Who's that? Grant? No. Fucking A. What was his name? Garrett? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because there's been Jaime is the third Blue Beetle. Is it Grant? What's his full name? Fucking drawing a blank right now. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they feature him too, and maybe that would be like, maybe that could like do some correlation with like the Justice League Society because it'd be like older or whatever the fuck. Is it Grant? What the fuck's his name? Anybody got that name? Garrett. No, it's Garrett, right? Garrett. Just putting out names there. I was gonna look it up, but Garrett? I'm saying Garrett, right? Anyways, all right. Somebody will look it up for me. Carrie. Hey, Dave, do you think the fact that JJ Bad Robot are making projects for other companies like Apple would also upset Zaslav? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is Zaslav perhaps wondering why they didn't make the deal an exclusive one so Bad Robot wouldn't make projects for their competitors? Yeah, I know. Dan Garrett. Thank you, Joe. I knew. I was like, Grant Garrett? I had the last name. I had the last name in there. Dan Garrett. There you go. Anyways, okay, but yeah, he's probably wondering. He probably thinks this deal is bullshit. I think Zaslav is like, it's like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? Zaslav, he's looking at a lot of the decisions that were made in the past fucking decade and going, what the fuck? I'm sure he's like, I'm sure it was like a daily thing where he's like, what the fuck? Donut Uncover. If you got to pick a DC superhero for a solo film, who would you want to see? Nightwing. I want to see a Nightwing solo in Bloodhaven. That could be really cheap too. You can make that for fucking $30 million. Hire the fight choreographers from John Wick and just make a fucking, just a bare bones, raw, goddamn Nightwing movie in Bloodhaven. CK, Cooper Knox, I know your stance on scoopers and whatnot, but there are a few whom I follow that called it on J.J. Abrams dicking around with his Warner Brothers deal. Yeah, okay, like I said, I don't like the scooping world because it's sleazy and it can get really sleazy, but I'm not saying that they're always fully wrong. I'm not one of those guys, not one of those people that says, oh, they're always wrong, always wrong, always wrong. I mean, there are people that, again, when it comes to Grace, they hate Grace so much that they'll just say she's always wrong, when that's not the case. We always let our own bias, get to us. And even though I hate the scooping game and I call out the bullshit, well, but I will admit, oh yeah, okay, maybe they got that right. Cool. But does that give them enough credibility for me? No. And hell, I was even hearing stuff that JJ wasn't doing shit. I was hearing that stuff too, but I didn't put it out there. I was like, whatever, we'll see what happens when it comes to WBD. And now that there's an article out there, hey, guess what? There we go. Turns out JJ isn't doing as much as they would want him to do. So, yeah. But yeah, they're always going to be, like I said, but they're never going to be batting 1,000. But some of them are batting like fucking 167. Okay? And some of them are just fucking saying bullshit, because it's just, trust me, and they're just doing it for the clicks. Ryan, tomorrow is Top Gun Thursday. Drinks will be spilled. Tears will be shed. Let's go, yeah. Buzz that fucking tower, man. Can't wait. Joseph, hey Dave, tell Zaslav there's someone who doesn't fuck around on their exclusive first look deals. That is true. Snyder does not do that. He don't fuck around. Soups Kenobi, I think I've seen this video right here. This guy does really good Jim Carrey impressions.
Alrighty then. Aaron B. Benson who? I hate you. Hate.
This guy did like the
Double
whole makeup
hate.
job and everything. Jesus.
Fire Marshal Bill here.
Yeah?
Everywhere you look, it's a potential hazard. Smoking red. The color of this pen is
Anybody else think this guy looks like
the color
Alex Rodriguez a
of
little
this
bit?
pen is the color
Yeah, it's a good job. I like good impressions. You know me. I try to do some impressions, and they're horrible, but whatever. Not too bad. Rubber face. Yeah, that's if you're gonna do impressions of Jim Carrey characters, you have to have a rubber face for sure. But all right, guys. To wrap up this week, my final thoughts of the week is just when it comes to the whole. I pretty much kind of just said it right there when it came to answering that question. Is the fact that I'm not telling you who to listen to or not to. I'm not really doing that. If you want to choose to listen to certain people and watch certain people, go right ahead. That's you. That's fine. I'm just trying to, when it comes to me, I'm not in the scooping game. I'm not trying to get scoops. Yes, do I have some connections and people that are within the biz or, talking to people and stuff like that I've made along this little journey? Yes, I have. And I'll ask them questions and I'll do that. But, sometimes I can ask questions and I won't get shit because it's supposed to be very hush-hush, NDAs and everything like that. But, I just always say be careful who you listen to sometimes. When it comes to certain things and they're just constantly saying what you want to hear, I hate it when I get things thrown at me like, well, they got this right. I'm like, yeah, but look at all they got wrong, And I'm sitting there going, there's this screenshot. See, they got that wrong. They got that wrong. They got that wrong. They got that wrong. They got that wrong, There's always going to be that pushback, sure, And the thing I always just kind of tell people is like, we just got to be patient. We just got to be patient and wait and see what's going to be happening with all this stuff like that, And then just use logic. Just use logic when it comes to all this stuff. Like when David Ayer over the weekend on Saturday, when he said no reshoots need to happen, just little VFX work. To me, I was like, and then just hearing things behind the scenes, I was like, okay, he is really trying to get his pitch out there. He's going to build up a pitch. Okay, there's no conversation, no meetings that have happened. There's no meetings that happened with Zack Snyder either, with Dave Zaslav. None of that. I'm sure there's been discussions, sure, meetings with Zaslav and his company. There's probably been all kinds of discussions on what to do, what this, what that, what's going to cost, there's always going to be that kind of stuff. You just got to use that, just look at everything. This is a week after the Warner Brothers upfront when Dave Zaslav was basically saying like, yeah, you need to trim $3 billion from production budgets and whatnot. That is just, that's a lot of fucking money. And, then you got these scoopers over here going, that's why I made basically they want to take that $3 billion and offer it to Ben Affleck to fucking star, direct, produce, write a fucking Final Crisis movie or whatever the fuck. It's just like, just got to relax a little bit on that kind of stuff. I know we get excited and we're hungry. We want, more. We want some of this stuff and that stuff. We don't want that. We don't want this. But at the same time, it's like, we just got to be a little patient. I always just ask, patience. And just be careful with some of the information out there, Just because it gets you excited doesn't mean it's actually true, okay? Doesn't mean it's actually true. And I will always, if I suspect bullshit, I'm going to call it out. Okay? I just am. So there you go. There's my final thought for the week, for this week right here. Members, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Look for the link on your feed, and if you want to join the post-show members-only stream, go ahead and become a member. Do all that, and we'll figure all that out. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. And hit the like, thumbs up button, hit that notification bell, do all this stuff. You want to share, share the stream, share the shots, share all the stuff, catch up on everything, do all that. And then, of course, the Patreon if you want to support that as well. And then, of course, we got the Film Junkie Closet with some merchandise, like a shirt like this if you want to do that. It's up to you. All right, guys. Love ya. Members, I'll see you in a little bit. Talk to you later.